Most sellers don't know that a listing contract is negotiable to begin with, let alone what to negotiate in a real estate listing agreement. Here's what you need to know. Total commission rate. Commission rates across the U.S. typically range from 5% to 6% of the sale price, despite the fact that antitrust laws prohibit any sort of industry-wide price setting. The typical reason fed to sellers for the necessity of this extravagant rate is twofold. 1. 90% of buyers are represented by agents, and the market rate that buyers' agents expect to earn on a listing ranges from 2.5% to 3%. Anything less, and the buyer's agent might forget to show it to their clients. 2. The MLS requires commissions to be split equally between a seller's agent and a buyer's agent. As a result, the total commission must be double the market rate buyer's agent fee, thus 5% to 6%. In our experience, Part 1 is certainly true, while Part 2 is more nuanced. How commission is split. The listing agent typically procures a fixed percentage commission through a contract with the seller, and then splits that equally with buyer's agents in accordance with local MLS rules. This is what happens in most transactions. However, it's possible to offer less to your listing agent while still offering a full commission to buyer's agents. Type of listing agreement. The two main types of listing agreements in the United States are the exclusive right to sell listing agreement and the exclusive agency listing agreement. The former is much more common to see and is greatly preferred by real estate agents. Furthermore, many MLS systems and even some public search websites will only allow exclusive right to sell listings to be included. Contract duration. The typical length for a listing agreement is 180 days or 6 months. This may seem long, but the reason that listing agents ask for this kind of term is because the average time from a property being listed to having a signed contract is typically over 3 months. In fact, in a slow real estate market, the average time on market to signed contracts can easily creep up to 4 months or more. Contract termination. Most listing agreements will not allow changes or cancellation unless agreed upon in writing by both parties. This is actually fairly standard for contracts of all types. If something goes terribly wrong, most brokerage matters will let you out of the contract. Upfront costs. Listing a property for sale involves some actual costs up front, such as the cost of professional photography and a floor plan drawing. Who will be responsible for paying these costs? Marketing expense reimbursement. Listing agents incur both actual as well as opportunity costs when they market a property for sale. A listing agent is not compensated for any of his or her efforts and expenses until and if a property is sold. If a property doesn't sell, the listing agent will have incurred a very serious loss in both time and money. As a result, many listing agents will include a marketing expense reimbursement clause to make sure they earn at least something. Excluded buyers. Sometimes sellers will want to exclude a direct buyer they've already been speaking with from the listing agreement, meaning that if this buyer buys the property, the seller will not owe any commission. This presents a conflict of interest that most brokers will not accept. Learn about how you can save $20,000 or more on your purchase through a Hauseit buyer closing credit at www.hauseitnyc.com.